Hello and welcome to NyamNyam. Who likes princesses? Let's make these fantastic Belle and Elsa cake designs. Start by slicing a vanilla cake in half and add some Italian buttercream icing. Spread it evenly. Pop on the top of the cake. Layer it up. And then remove the excess icing from around the edges. Let's get some Italian buttercream and split it into 2 bowls, adding food colouring to each. 1 yellow and 1 blue. Pop those into separate food piping bags. Now with a smooth nozzle, we're going to pipe on yellow buttercream icing to 1/2 of our cake. Smoothing it out like so. And all around the side. Great, now let's do blue on the other side. Around the edge. Time to pipe on some decorations using a serrated edge piping nozzle. Starting with the yellow, we're piping on flower-like patterns. Starting at the bottom of the cake and working our way up to the top. Lovely. Let's do the same with blue. Taking a little care. There. Now sprinkle some corn flour onto a work surface and roll out red fondant icing. Now cut out some small circles. Now these are going to make up the petals of a fondant rose, so flatten them out. We've got a stick placed in a ball of red fondant and we're just wrapping this around the stick. This will be the inner petal. And then just layer it around the outside to form all your petals. There! Pop it on top of your cake. And now pipe on some green Italian buttercream icing for the stalk and the leaves. Amazing! We've got some white fondant icing cut like a flower, and we're writing the name Belle with melted dark chocolate. Let's just stick that on top next to the rose. And it's ready! A wonderful Belle cake. Let's go for our next design. We're doing Elsa. We need Italian buttercream icing with blue food colouring. Looking nice and icy there. Get your plain vanilla cake. Slice it in half. Add some plain Italian buttercream icing and spread it out evenly. Just as before. Pop the other half of the cake on. And we're layering it up and smoothing around the edges. Then cover the sides in more white buttercream icing. Smooth it out to perfection. And add a few dollops of the blue buttercream icing around the edge. Smoothing it out to get a kind of two-tone effect. Now we're going to melt some mint candies on the hob. Stir them the whole time so they don't burn and stick to the bottom. Pour in some water We just want to thin the mixture out a little bit. There we go. Bring it to the boil and add some blue food colouring. Can you guess what this is going to make? Yep, you're right. This is going to be our ice. Lovely. Pour that onto a lined baking tray. Spread it out a bit. And chill till it's set. Then just crack it up. Lovely. Looks just like shards of ice. These are going to be used to decorate the top of your cake. Let's stick some on. Awesome! Now we're sticking on some fondant silver snowflakes around the edge and on the top. Small ones, big ones. Piping on some Italian buttercream icing as snow. And carefully placing some pearl sprinkles. Wow, amazing and delicious. Let's make a tsunami doll cake. Very red, very glittery and very yum. Start with 200 grams of white chocolate buttons and pour on 100 milliliters of hot heavy cream. Mix together until all the chocolate has dissolved. And then mix in some red food colour. We want it nice and bright. Add some strawberries to a plate and place a dome-shaped vanilla cake on top. Then stick your cardboard doll cutout in the middle using a cocktail stick. Place a cookie cutter over her head and start pouring in your melted red coloured chocolate and red edible glitter. Then simply remove the cookie cutter and let it drip down the sides. And it looks just like a sparkly party dress for your doll. And there you have it, tsunami doll cake. Absolutely delicious. Now simply dig in and enjoy. See you next time for more NyamNyam recipes. Let's make this amazing doll cake. We're making Ariel, and she's wearing a gorgeous green sparkly dress. Let's start. First of all, place a plain vanilla sponge on a plate. Spoon on some sugar syrup and let it soak in. Then add some whipped cream on top. Spread it evenly. A nice thick layer. And then add on your second layer of cake. Repeat the same process with the sugar syrup and whipped cream. We're going to keep layering this cake, adding about 4 layers, getting slightly smaller each time. So a slightly smaller layer going on. And again adding sugar syrup and whipped cream. Spreading it out. And then adding an even smaller cake. Repeating the process of sugar syrup and whipped cream. So stacking the cakes like this, making them get smaller and smaller, helps to create our dress shape. We're just going to slice around the edge to create the perfect shape. Sort of a dome. Final layer of whipped cream going on the top. And we'll cover the entire cake as well, using a turntable for ease. Then just smooth it out. And place your doll cutout on top. We're placing edible pearls around the bottom edge of the cake. Now carefully place an acetate sheet on top around Ariel. and pour in some coloured white chocolate ganache. We've coloured it green or sort of aquamarine. Adding some edible glitter in there, plenty of that, and colourful sprinkles. Then very carefully remove the acetate sheet and watch it drop down the sides of the cake, creating this absolutely amazing green sparkly dress. Wow, just look at that. Fantastic! So, why not give it a go? Create your favourite character cake. Enjoy! Brings you 3 amazing Disney princess cake pop designs. All you need is some melted white chocolate, cream colour to start with, and then brown colour. Spread them out using a spoon to cover the first part of our popsicle mould, and stick them in the fridge to chill. Meanwhile, get some butter cake mixture and add some cream cheese. Mix it together in a bowl. We can just use a spatula for this till it becomes dough-like texture. Now our cake moulds are set, we can add our cake dough and squish it down using your fingers. Put in the popsicle sticks. And pour on the remaining melted white chocolate. It's that easy, folks. Spread it out using a flat knife or spatula for each. And there you have your basis for your pops. Chill those, and when they're ready you can take them out of the moulds, tip them over and start to decorate the smooth side. First of all, we get our fondant icing. We're using pink hair with a little star and a green mermaid tail and a purple bow with some blue eyes, of course. Did you guess who it is yet? It's Princess Ariel. Now we get some black hair, a little hair bow, a yellow dress. Who's that, I wonder? It's Snow White! Now we're going to make some long black hair and a crown and earrings. Oh, it's Princess Jasmine from Aladdin! And there you have it. You got Princess Ariel, Snow White and Jasmine.